All right, today we are going to be making some tasty ass gumbo. Ass gumbo. First, we're going to start with a yellow pepper or a green pepper, whatever you prefer. And put your scraps in your little trash bag hanging from your counter. If you don't have one of those yet, get your shit together. And then come back with a trash bag. We're gonna do this pretty quick today because there's a lot of steps involved, so I kind of mashed everything together pretty quickly, but I think you get the gist. Everyone's seen me chop. Oh, look, an onion! Everyone's seen me chop vegetables before. It's usually the same couple of vegetables. Oh, dog hair. Dog hair on my celery. Oh, bam. Oh, hi, cat. Shake it like a redheaded stepchild. Just to make more room in the little box under the slappy thing. Get all your rage out. Alright, now we move on to the rice. This is the last video where I'll be using minute rice because I finally used it. Yeah, we're gonna stir it with a knife because we lazy. We lazy. Yeah. And then find the lid, the lid, the lid. There we go. And time it for 5 minutes because it's minute rice. I finally used it up. Now we're moving on to the pan. You're gonna get you some chopped up chicken chunks. Chunks of chicken, if you will. Get those cooking in a little bit of oil. Then we've got some hot sausage. We're going to remove the chicken into another bowl once that's cooked, and then we're going to fully cook the sausage and remove the meat into the same bowl. And you'll want to save all the effluvium that it kept in the pan because that's all the flavor. Put your vegetables in with all the flavor. And zhuzh that around with some salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning, all the usual suspects. And as you can see, it got a little bit more liquid added to it. I put a little more oil in and some garlic. Give that a zhuzh. You're going to want a lot of liquid in here. That's just the same liquid as before, but you're adding butter to it to make the roux a little more robust. That's a fun word. Gonna make the roux taste better. The roux. Yeah, you want a lot of liquid because this is gonna thicken up with some flour. Now, most people will tell you to brown the roux, and I'm sure that it tastes better, but I'm a chicken shit because I have a tendency to burn the roux, and if you've ever made a gumbo before, you know if you burn that shit, you have to throw the whole thing out and throw it and just start again. So I kind of just let it get a light, oh god, splatter the camera. You let it get a light brown, and that's enough for me. Like a light caramel brown. You don't have to wait for it to get that chocolatey brown like you see on the fancy shows. We don't get fancy. We're not fancy here. We're sloppy though. Look at me slap that all over the camera. Alright, once that's mushy enough for you, you add your tomatoes. And you add about 3 cups of water. And you mix that all up. Let it incorporate. And then you wash off your little spatula. Too lazy to get a spoon. And that's 1/4 of a cup of Worcestershire sauce. You know what I'm talking about. 2 bouillon cubes, beef bouillon. You can use chicken, I suppose, if you want. That's a whole metric fuck ton of Cajun seasoning. I just used the rest of my bottle. That's an actual measurement, in case any of you are wondering. Metric butt ton. Alright, give that a good mix. It's starting to thicken up and look tasty. Oh yeah. Now you add a little bit of bay leaf and you'll regret your decision because that's a little bit much. And while we're making regrets, we're gonna add some Tabasco sauce because it's not gumbo unless you regret it a little bit on the way out. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. You're picking up what I'm putting down. You're smelling what I'm stepping in. Alright, we're gonna let that marinate for about 15 minutes. One obnoxious text filter later. Oh yeah. Look at that. That is some pretty legit gumbo. Feel free to add... Oh yeah. Feel free to add seafood